Jesus said, "I am the way, and the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." I spent years thinking that verse was only about salvation. I did not understand that it was also a warning. Because when Jesus says he is the way, he is also saying that everything else is not. Every other path eventually leads somewhere else. And I learned that lesson through my own decisions. By the time I came to the United States, I was already carrying years of wounds. I was carrying rejection. I was carrying anger. I was carrying loneliness. I was carrying confusion. And I was carrying something else that had followed me from childhood: perversion. I do not say that lightly. And I do not say that to blame anyone else. I say it because it is true. The sexual brokenness that existed around me as a child had become a part of my story. The predatory behavior, the confusion, the secrecy, the obsession with being wanted, the need to feel desired, the belief that attention meant love, all of it was already working in me, and instead of bringing it into the light, I carried it with me. The truth is that when I met the man who would become my first husband, I was not seeking God. I was not seeking wisdom. I was not seeking counsel. I was not seeking healing. I was seeking attention. I met him through a sexual phone call. Even writing those words today makes me uncomfortable. For years I hid that truth because it was embarrassing. What kind of woman meets her future husband through lust? What kind of woman starts a marriage that way? But hiding the truth does not help anybody. The truth is what sets people free. The truth is that I entertained the call. The truth is that I enjoyed the attention. The truth is that I was already operating from a place of lust and woundedness. The truth is that I liked being desired. The truth is that I thought being wanted was the same thing as being loved. And because I believed that lie, I walked straight into a relationship that I had no business entering. He was much older than me, old enough to be my father. At the time I did not see the warning. Now I do. Because what I was actually looking for was not a husband. I was looking for a rescuer. My father was absent. My finances were collapsing. My family relationships were broken. I was alone, and I was terrified. I wanted someone to save me. The problem is that I was asking a man to do what only God could do. And because I was desperate, I ignored things I should have questioned. I ignored things I should have prayed about. I ignored things I should have run from. And I married him. Not because I knew him, because I needed him. There is a difference. And when you need someone to save you, you stop seeing them clearly. You see what you want them to be. You see what you hope they are. You see the role they can play in your life. And that is exactly what happened to me. What I did not know was that I was marrying another wounded person. A man carrying his own bondages. A man carrying his own darkness. A man carrying his own secrets. And two broken people cannot save each other. They can only magnify what is already broken. That marriage did not begin with love. It began with lust. It began with fear. It began with desperation. And because it began that way, the fruit that followed looked exactly like the root.